Hey, what's up guys? It's Bradu here, Brad Utterstrom. I have a blaster of Topps Gallery. It just came out a couple days ago, Walmart exclusive. And it's just, I normally just collect vintagey for baseball cards, but I also collect art stuff, being an artist myself. So I thought it'd be fun to do these on video. I cheated and I opened two already, but I'll show you what I got. Most of them are still sealed. Let's see, this one I opened last night. Base. What I'm actually excited about for these is the art. I know most of these guys. I've worked on card sets with most of these guys. Dan Berggren, Chris Penix, Kevin Graham. Beautiful artwork. A couple rookies in there. And then this one. Kevin Graham, Dan Berggren. I'm more curious about the artist than the player. However, this one, Ohtani. Ohtani masterpiece, and I thought this was really interesting. Art by Evan Showman. I know Evan Showman pretty well. He's primarily known, like me, for his mixed martial arts UFC artwork, and this is the first I've heard of him doing a card set, like a baseball card set, and a Dan Berggren, Paul Goldschmidt. So that Ohtani was a nice surprise hit, both because it's an Ohtani that actually is probably worth a little bit, and yeah, check out Evan Showman, especially if you do like UFC. He does phenomenally like detailed, photorealistic artwork. Usually works a lot larger. I suspect these were the originals on these are probably around 5x7, which is probably really big for someone like me and really small for someone like him. But I thought I was really excited to see that he worked on this. That's really cool. I almost worked on this set. And I wish I would have, because this to me is like, this is the type of set I really like to work on, where they're actually reproducing your art as opposed to the sketch cards just going in, just the originals, the one-on-ones. So, and I was talking with the art director, and I'm not quite sure what happened. Maybe I didn't quite make the cut, because these are definitely top-of-the-line artists. Jose Urena. Is this the guy who beaned Acuna because he kept hitting home runs, leadoff home runs? There's a Dan Berggren. Kyle Seager, one of my Mariners. Dan Berggren. Chris Penix. Tanaka. And a Dan Berggren. Josh Donaldson. I'll actually collect this base card set. And I was barely aware, I know there was a set like this last year too. And now I wish I would have got them, because I do generally collect anything with art on it, like Diamond Kings and all those old Upper Deck teams checklist. Diamond Kings are like Dick Perez, and Vernon Wells did a lot of the Upper Deck art. And then the canvas collections for museum baseball and football are really awesome too, and a lot of these same artists do those. Here's a different artist. I was wondering if I'd get one of his too. Carlos Caballero did Nick Williams. I do know that a few of the artists were a little disappointed because they put the wrong artist name on somebody else's art on some of these, and I can understand that. That would be a little frustrating. That's a Dan Berggren, another Dan Berggren, Mike Fulnevich, and that's different. I don't know what it is. I don't believe that's an actual autograph. Mike Trout, though. Art by Jerry Garcia, who I personally believe that his work with like Topps art is even more impressive than his work with the Grateful Dead. And Jerry Garcia is pretty cool. I've also done art trades with most of these guys. Definitely with Dan Berggren, definitely with Jerry Garcia. Anyway, Jerry Garcia also made these t-shirts possible that say Topps Artist, and hats too. I haven't got a hat yet, but I want to. Mark McGwire. Base card by art by Chris Penix. Hey, look at this. Martin Maldonado, an actual autograph. Art by Dan Bergren. So even the autograph cards are art. That's awesome. I wasn't expecting to get an autograph because I think they're pretty tough to hit. I'll have to look at the odds. I just figured I was getting a bunch of base cards with art, and I was still going to be pretty pumped. Steven Souza by Carlos Caballero. Joey Votto by Chris Penix. All right. Hey, with an Ohtani and an autograph, I'm feeling pretty happy. Cool. So anyway, maybe next year I can get on this set. I think what happened, I got invited on the set, and then I think they initially asked me to do some of the sketch cards that weren't reproduced. So I think there's a bunch of one-on-one sketch cards in addition to all the ones that have the art here. I think the ones that were used for base cards, like I said, were done a little bit larger at maybe a 5x7. Jordan Hicks by, John Cuspro. John Cuspro. I do not know that artist. I thought I was familiar with all these artists. Manny, whose stock probably went way down after his antics in the World Series. Dan Bergren. Yasmani Grandal by Dan Bergren. Looks like Dan did maybe the bulk of the work here. Dan Bergren. And anyway, I had asked about base cards, and they said, "Oh yeah, can you do 6 of the base cards?" I think they had already filled most of them, and he was trying to fill the last few. And I was like, "Yeah." And then there was some miscommunication, and I wonder if they overbooked and had offered me to do some base cards and then realized that they had already offered it to somebody else, and they filled up before I had agreed or something like that. So I think I almost got my art in this set, and then the communication just dropped off, so I didn't end up doing anything for this set. And then the set came out, and I was like, "Oh, wait a minute, I thought I was supposed to be on this set. What happened?" I had to go back and read through my emails to even see. Oh, this is the special pack. Let's save that. Didn't even notice. That's the artist proofs. Well, I'll show you since I opened up. Artist proof, Michael Taylor. So these must be a little bit more rare. Art by Dan Bergren. Artist proof, Cam Gallagher by, this looks like Graham. Yeah, Kevin Graham. Artist proof, Walker Buehler. His day off. Art by Dan Bergren. That might be decent, right? It's a rookie, wasn't he? Kind of a name rookie. I am a baseball fan, but I'm mostly a Mariners fan. I watch pretty much all the Mariners games. And outside of that, I'm not super familiar with like who's hot in the hobby and things like that. Jack Flaherty by Dan Bergren. Yeah, Dan did maybe at least 50% of the art here for the base cards. So anyway, I'm hoping next year. I've had a lot of art reproduced on the museum collection sets and things like that. But for me, that's so much more fun than the one-of-one sketch cards you see every once in a while pop up on eBay. But like I've gone and watched, what is the Breakers TV when like a museum collection set comes out, and it's just fun to watch people open packs and see some of my art come out. So when they're reproduced like this, like I would have a blast watching somebody open these cards, or opening them myself, obviously, seeing the art on all the base cards. That's so awesome to me. And that goes back to my childhood totally. Like I was drawing baseball cards of me and the neighbor kids at, when I was 10 or 12 years old. And then I loved the Diamond Kings, and then there was a hockey set in early 2000s probably, when I was actually starting to get serious about art. And I remember thinking, God, it would be cool to be one of the artists doing this. So that's why this set in particular is so much fun for me. I know most collectors, even if they appreciate the art, they're like, oh, you know, you can get such and such autograph, and these are the hot rookies, and you're still looking for the hits. For me, I actually dig the base cards. Freddie Freeman's one of my favorite non-Mariners by Kevin Graham. Fernando Romero by Giancaspro. Hope I'm saying his name right. I'm gonna have to look him up. I try and, you know, at least get to know all the artists. Giancarlo Stanton by Kevin Graham, and Christian Villanueva by Carlos Caballero. Pretty awesome stuff, and I really hope to get some more of these. At least in trade, if not buy some more. I'm cheap. I try not to get, well, I'm not cheap. I'm not rich. So I can't afford to buy and collect art or baseball cards that much, but I love to. So when I can justify it, I also, as a professional artist, I try not to give back all my money to the card companies. You know what I mean? Got to make a profit here and there too. So anyway, these were awesome. Topps Gallery. I'm curious how big the base set is. I saw it. I think it's at least 150 cards. Cool stuff. And I got an autograph and an Ohtani. All right, thanks for checking that out. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Go check out all those artists and support awesome Topps artists like me. I'm not as awesome as the guys who are on this set. I think, I don't want to cut myself short, but I wondered if I was like right on the cusp. And like, these are the elite guys, and they were like, oh, we got a few cards left. Let's ask Brad. Oh, he didn't quite make it. Maybe next year. All right. Thanks for watching, you guys.